Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a briefing on Hurricane Hilary. So, Hurricane Hilary is nearing landfall in the northwestern Baja Peninsula of California, and as of 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Sunday, August the 20th, Hurricane Hilary has maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 979 millibars, and north-northwesterly movement at 21 miles per hour. Looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite imagery and actually radar and cone for Hurricane Hilary. Hurricane Hilary, 80 mile per hour Category 1 hurricane as of 8:50 a.m. August the 20th. And as we go into this afternoon around 1 p.m., we're looking at a 70 mile per hour tropical storm making landfall in the northwestern Baja Peninsula. And then Hilary is going to move across southeastern California through the afternoon into the overnight, bringing torrential rains to southeast California, move into uh, eastern California by 1 a.m. Central Time, 35 mile per hour tropical depression east of Fresno near Death Valley. And then as we go into Monday, 1 p.m. Central Time, we're looking at a 25 mile per hour post-tropical cyclone over southeastern Oregon. Looking at the radar, there's already widespread moderate to heavy rain falling across south central Nevada, near Las Vegas, and in central and southeastern California, east of Los Angeles. So the dangerous flooding threat is already beginning as we're seeing widespread rain across these areas and very heavy torrential rain ongoing across the northwestern Baja Peninsula of California. So, looking at the latest official hurricane cone from the National Hurricane Center for Hilary, Hurricane Hilary is producing hurricane force winds in parts of the Baja Peninsula, and tropical storm force winds are approaching California and southwestern Arizona. Hurricane warnings in the red, tropical storm warnings in the blue, including across southwestern and south central California. First ever tropical storm warnings issued. And looking at the cone, tropical storm through this afternoon, depression through this evening, and post-tropical depression through early tomorrow morning. Now let's get into the key messages for Hurricane Hilary. Preparations for flooding impacts associated with Hilary should be completed as soon as possible, as heavy rainfall is about to begin. In the southwestern United States, this potentially historic amount of rainfall is expected to cause flash urban and arroyo flooding, including landslides, mudslides, and debris flows. Dangerous to locally catastrophic flooding impacts are expected through Monday morning. So this is very strong wording from the National Hurricane Center. They are mentioning locally catastrophic flooding. You need to be really preparing for this across central southeast California and central southern Nevada. Hurricane conditions are expected along the west central coast of the Baja California Peninsula within the hurricane warning area during the next few hours and are possible in the hurricane watch area a little later today. Tropical storm conditions are expected to begin later today in portions of the southwestern United States, within the tropical storm warning area. Winds could be particularly strong and gusty in and near areas of higher terrain. Gusty winds are expected to spread well inland across the western United States. Large swells generated by Hilary will affect portions of the Baja California Peninsula and Southern California over the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. So let's look at these rainfall accumulation totals from the Weather Prediction Center. In the light greens, we're expecting anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain in portions of north central Nevada and up towards eastern Oregon and western Idaho. And then as we go into the dark green, this is where the rainfall totals get much more serious. We're looking at 2 to 4 inches of rain in the dark green areas, including areas like Los Angeles, San Diego, and Tonopah, and near Las Vegas. And then as we get into the yellow areas, we're looking at the potential for dangerous flooding with 4 to 6 inches, and then these mountains east of Los Angeles, around San Bernardino and Riverside, we could be seeing as much as 6 to 15 inches of rain in these orange and yellow area, or orange and red areas. And even around Death Valley, we could be seeing an unprecedented 6 inches of rain. So this is going to lead to catastrophic, life-threatening flooding across the northwest Baja Peninsula, central southeast California, and into central southern Nevada. Make sure you're making your last-minute preparations for this. This is going to be an absolutely historic event for California and Nevada. And looking at the uh, excessive flooding rainfall outlook for today in particular across the west, we have a high risk of excessive flooding rainfall in the pink from southeastern California through the Mojave Desert in south central Nevada, a moderate risk including Los Angeles, San Diego, Las Vegas, and Tonopah in Nevada extending into central Nevada, a slight risk covering most of the west from Arizona, southwestern Utah, most of Nevada, central northern California, eastern Oregon, most of Idaho, and western Montana. Marginal risk covering about 2/3 of the western third of the United States. So if you live across areas like San Bernardino, Riverside, Los Angeles, San Diego, Tijuana, Las Vegas, make sure you are preparing for historic flooding from Hurricane Hilary. As I can't stress enough, this is going to be likely a 1 in 500 year rainfall event. And then we're going to be seeing tropical storm force winds from this across Southern California and southwestern Arizona. And looking at the tropical storm force wind probabilities, we're looking at about an 80 to 90% chance of tropical storm force winds across San Diego, and some areas of Southern California have a 100% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds in this purple area, and then a good 60 to 80% chance in the south central California near San Bernardino and Riverside. And then finally, as if all this is not enough, we have a tornado threat across portions of California, Nevada, and Arizona, slight risk for today and marginal risk in the dark green. And we have a 5% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location across southeastern California, far southwestern Arizona, and the southern tip of Nevada. I've never seen a 5% tornado risk before in this area of the country. So make sure you're really watching out for some scattered tornadoes across these areas from the rain bands of Hurricane Hilary. 2% tornado risk into south central Nevada, southwestern Utah, the western half of Arizona, including Flagstaff, Arizona, Cedar City, Utah, and Las Vegas, Nevada. So this is going to be a historic storm for the Southwest, for South Central California, Southern Nevada, Western Arizona. Make sure you're making your last-minute preparations if you live across these areas for Hurricane Hilary. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.